It is Wednesday, Parshas Koilach, Beis Tammuz Tuvshin Pai Vuf, and it's June 17th, 2026. My name is Gershy Schwarcz, and I'm your host with the news of the last 24 hours on Edge. Your daily report of the news of the last 24 hours, powered by Yiddish24, provided to you by The Click. Questions are growing as the US and Iran prepare to finalize their agreement. It is set to be signed this Friday in Switzerland, though there is talk it could happen sooner. After days of being kept secret, the US has now officially put out the 14-point agreement, the MOU. And the final details are finally public, though the White House is already arguing this version, everyone is reading, is not really the real one. Both sides are claiming victory. Still, people are nervous. New information is coming out about the massive terror plot targeting the White House UFC event this past Sunday. Also, white tefillin is not only the holiest mitzvah associated with the mitzvah of Ahavas Hashem, but the Chinese discovered something very unusual. Wait until the end for more. And before we do that, today's news is presented to you by Tor Olam, your next affordable vacation, a holiday in the Austrian Alps. Yes, in Kreisberg, Austrian Alps, 347-676-4140. You want to book your next vacation with them, 347-676-4140. I'll play a very nice ad at the end. It's just in Yiddish, really. Okay, kosher skinny shot. Healthy living with real guidance every step of the way. Call 845-456-8924, Kosher Skinny Shot. And you can also enter to win a free month by calling me on 845-671-1775. Say your name, telephone number, and say Kosher Skinny Shot on Edge by pressing 5. That message, pressing 5, yes? And leave that message with your name, telephone number, and everything, and you'll enter to win. Also, today's sponsor is Halo. Halo 2. High-functioning water available in every single store that you know, well, that sells kosher food. Okay? So, Halo 2. High-functioning water with a pH of 9+, it helps you stay energized, refreshed, and prepared. Feel the difference in every sip. Halo 2, high-functioning water, available everywhere. All right, let's continue. A law passed by Congress in 2024 could get in the way of parts of the US-Iran deal. Since the IRGC, or Iran's military, was involved in past drone attacks on Americans, the law says that they cannot be removed from the Foreign Terrorist Organization list for 4 years. Trump can get around this law for national security reasons, but first, he needs Republicans to back him. Now, if all goes well, the 14-point peace plan will be formally signed this Friday in Switzerland, and obviously, some reports say it could even move up sooner, like today. This agreement has now been made public after being kept secret for days, I would say. It includes reopening the Strait of Hormuz, stopping Iran from building a nuclear bomb, and unblocking the strait and unlocking their frozen money. And if you want to be a clear, simple explainer of what a nuclear bomb actually is, I did it because some people have asked me here, as a part of the feedback, I try to respond as much as possible. Stay with me, I'll explain it at the very, very end, right after the amazing tefillin discovery. Now, representatives from the US and Iran are having indirect meetings to prepare. Reports say that these meetings will happen in Doha this week, with Qatar serving as the host. If you've been on Edge for long enough, you should know already that for the past few days, you already know that the agreement was electronically signed last Sunday. 4 days, the White House and Iran kept most of the details secret, even from other US lawmakers and even from Israel, who is the point of the whole thing here, yeah? The whole war happened because of them. Now, that finally changed today. The US released the text, and Trump says he sent a copy to Israel. But the White House is now claiming the version made public is not really the real one, so people are still confused or asking questions. At first, Israel's ceasefire with Lebanon was not part of the agreement. Then it was. Well, what may be confusing is how Israel is not part of the talks, but it is still expected to follow. Even US Vice President J.D. Vance said that he hopes Israel would soon be part of this deal. Then, just recently, he clarified, quote, "It is a regional peace deal. It's going to include the Gulf. It's going to include Israel. It's going to include Lebanon." So, now, the US is telling Israel to hold back against Hezbollah in Lebanon. Yes. Trump even suggested that Syrian President Ahmad al-Shara would be a better fit to handle the Hezbollah problem. In other words, a former Al-Qaeda terrorist now asked to go after Hezbollah. Trump also bragged about the total foreign investment in America, which is heading towards $19 trillion. That's 19 Elon Musks, and that number is for every country combined. Qatar's own share is about $1.2 trillion. Now, and Qatar spends heavily, by the way, to buy influence in Washington. For those of you who don't know, reports say it has it has put close to $250 million into lobbying since 2016, one of the biggest foreign lobbying efforts in this country. Keep in mind, this is the same Qatar that funds the Muslim Brotherhood, Hamas, and other people. When Vice President J.D. Vance, when I said Hamas, yes, I mean it. They host Hamas there, so same thing. When Vice President J.D. Vance was asked why the agreement is still a secret before it was put out, obviously, he said they are releasing it step by step. He said Iran, Pakistan, and Qatar asked them to do it this way so they don't upset the Arab and Muslim world. At the same time, a shipping monitor just reported that Iran's first oil exports in months have officially left the Strait of Hormuz. But they are still attacking other ships. In fact, reports show that the IRGC drones targeted ships in the Strait of Hormuz right after the US-Iran deal was signed on Sunday electronically. Now, that said, nobody has cancelled the deal yet. So, it is still on track, set for this Friday, maybe even sooner. Both Iran and Israel are now saying they have concerns about the deal right before the signing ceremony. In the meantime, they're still all just making threats to each other. Iran said that it will strike back at Israel because they said Israel broke the Lebanon ceasefire. They claim they did so 84 times over a 2-day span since Trump announced the deal, obviously. In response, Israeli officials announced that they will not leave Lebanon and it will do everything to protect themselves. Trump himself criticized Netanyahu for dropping bombs on whole apartment buildings just to kill one terrorist. Still, Trump said about the deal, quote, "The Iran agreement is not final. If I don't like it," he said yesterday at the G7 summit, "we will go back to bombing Iran on their heads." He said it a few times. China is urging Iran to make the deal and agree to it without compromising the strait. France also. Everyone is worried about the oil, which is the main reason as to why this deal is happening in the first place. Kosher Skinny Shot shouldn't worry you at all. It's designed to help you maintain and also lose weight. Build healthier habits. Don't wait for a health scare to make this change. Choose Kosher Skinny Shot because the best time to take care of yourself is now. Kosher Skinny Shot, 845-456-8924. Again, 845-456-8924. One lucky winner gets a free month. Call my number on 845-671-1775. You press 5, leave your name, your telephone number, and say Kosher Skinny Shot on Edge, and you might be a lucky winner. Quick disclaimer. Compound medication is not FDA approved, requires a doctor's prescription. For safety information, you can ask Kosher Skinny Shot and your own provider, obviously. On Fox News, retired 4-star the Army General Jack Keane said that the U.S. is getting played. That's what he said, getting played by a regime that has been lying, killing and terrorizing its way through history for decades. He added, "Now we may be about to reward them for it," he says. He has said before, a long time ago, that even when Iran agrees to terms, they are, quote, liars and cheats. And he said it again now today on Fox News, yesterday actually. Other lawmakers also expressed concerns about rebuilding Iran, like, obviously yesterday we mentioned, Lindsey Graham, who Trump said might get in trouble for saying that. They said that this will give Iran the chance to build nuclear weapons. Because of all this, Trump's approval rating in Israel and in the US has dropped severely. Just a few months ago, he was very popular and well liked. Every street in Israel had Trump's face on it. Signs and everything, right? This even made Trump joke about that he could be and win the next election in Israel, be the next prime minister of Israel. But that's no longer true today, and even with the text out now, the doubts around the deal are making everyone even more nervous. Israel's Likud party even cancelled an election campaign that showed off Netanyahu's close friendship with Trump. Trump had promised to release the details very soon, and today his team did, reading the agreement out loudly by word for word or point by point. I'm not going to go through word for word the agreement, but what I will do is give you in plain words. So here it is. Number 1, the war ends permanently on all fronts, including Lebanon. Both sides promise no more attacks on each other. 2, each side agrees to respect the other borders and stay out of each other's affairs. 3, they have 60 days to turn this into a full final deal, and they can extend it if both sides agree. 4, the Strait of Hormuz reopens fully with no tolls. 5, the US lifts its naval blockade of the Iranian ports within 30 days. Iran has the same 30 days to clear the mines and let ships move freely. 6, the US Treasury immediately allows Iran to sell its oil again, crude oil, petrochemicals, and the banking, insurance, and shipping that goes with it. 7, Iran's frozen money gets released in stages as the talks move forward, not all at once. 8, Iran promises in writing that it will never build or own a nuclear weapon. 9. Iran agrees to get rid of its highly enriched uranium, the dangerous material closest to bomb grade. 10. The nuclear program gets watched and inspected by the US as part of the next stage of talks. 11. Iran's missile program is left out of these talks for now, and that's one of the things critics are most worried about. 12. There is a plan to set up a fund reported around $300 billion to rebuild Iran, but that money comes from private companies, not from the US government, and only if Iran keeps the deal. 13. A joint committee will watch over both sides to make sure everyone keeps their word. 14. The final deal gets signed only after each side sees the other actually doing what it promised on shipping, sanctions, and frozen money. Have you mentioned that there is no mention of supporting other terror proxies like Hezbollah, Houthis, and doesn't say anything about that? Well, they do mention that Lebanon is part of the deal. In Israel, Netanyahu yelled at military chief of staff Eyal Zamir during a private security meeting. He said that the details of a cancelled Air Force strike on Iran that we reported here on Edge, by the way, should not have been made public. He described it as a national mistake that embarrassed Israel in front of Trump. But many Israeli security officials still want to continue fighting, even with the peace deal. They said that Iran's Revolutionary Guard could still build a nuclear bomb during this time. Netanyahu officially cancelled the daycare law for his current Knesset term. He told top Haredi lawmakers on Tuesday that the bill is dead. The bill is intended to continue daycare subsidies for families with fathers who are yeshiva students, koil students. Because of this, because it was officially cancelled, these subsidies will no longer be given to students who do not serve in the military. The Degel Torah party reacted to the news by getting ready for early elections. Officials close to Netanyahu are very angry about the situation. They warned that fighting between the Haredi parties could stop the government from passing helpful laws. United Torah Judaism lawmaker Porush warned his group might completely stop working with the government officers. Porush also said that Haredi may soon go after the Attorney General with sticks and stones. Rabbi Harav Don Segal Shlita also said that Trump's negative change towards Israel proves that supporting Torah study brings help from Shemayim. He said that the reason the state is suffering is that it goes after Torah scholars, goes after Talmidei Torah. During his political fight, the Keren Olam HaTorah group is working on a new money plan to support Torah schools. They're obviously now in Lakewood and they were in Monsey. They are trying to make up for their very heavy budget cuts, obviously, to yeshivas and kollel due to the fact of this Gzedas Hagius. Halo 2, high-functioning water, is pure alkaline water with a pH level of 9+, giving you more than refreshment. It helps you stay energized, refreshed, and prepared for whatever comes next. Feel the difference in every sip. Halo 2, high-functioning water. Fuel your day. Everywhere available. Literally everywhere. Great water, by the way. All right. Israeli Defense Minister Israel Katz revealed that Israel and Somaliland, not Somalia, Somaliland, have been secretly working together for years now. Katz made the announcement during a meeting with Somaliland President, I can't pronounce his name, Abdraman Mohammed Abdullahi. He said that the two nations have been cooperating quietly on a series of classified operations. Both leaders say that they want to expand their security cooperation and strengthen their ties even further. They were the first to recognize Somaliland. As usual, fighting continued on the ground in southern Lebanon today. The Hezbollah terrorist organization fired rockets at Israeli soldiers. The Israeli Air Force shot down the rockets and destroyed the launcher, and the Israeli military moved vehicles into the Wadi al-Hayuji area. They released a video showing a captured Hezbollah weapons dump. It held 5 tons of explosives, landmines, and suicide drones. Also today, in the village of Mivdown, Israel hit 3 people driving in vehicles and a group of terrorists standing nearby. 4 were killed and several others were hurt. In other news, rescue workers in Lebanon used this pause now in fighting to clear rubble. They found 70 bodies, including 52 from the village of Kafra and 18 from Hadatha. Egypt's President Sisi asked Israel to drop its plans to take over more land in Gaza. The United States blocked a new Israeli military push in Gaza. People living inside of Gaza say that the Israeli military already grew in the area it controls. They also said a recent strike in Nazareth killed 2 terrorist brothers. Let's talk about anti-Semitism here in America. Police arrested a man in California after he spent months harassing a rabbi and his family in Los Angeles. Reb Zisha Kunen says 64-year-old Bruce Lyon moved next door to him in March. His family owns the Lyon Raisin Company. The Rebbe says Lyon right away started threatening people in the neighborhood. He yelled hateful words at the Rebbe's family and tried to scare the community. It got so bad that several people actually moved away. Things got much worse over the weekend when police say Lyon chased a group of workers with a hammer. Rabbi Kunen says Lyon threatened to kill the workers. He says Lyon called them Jews and yelled hateful words even though the workers are not even Jews. Now, police arrested Lyon outside his home. They officially charged him yesterday with making threats and trying to cause terror. This is not his first arrest, by the way. A judge put him on probation back in 2019 for having an illegal gun, and police arrested him again in 2023 for attacking construction workers. Lyon is still locked up at the Los Angeles County Jail, and he is supposed to go to court today. Let's talk about YS Capital Group. I'll tell you why. Because cut out the middleman when you can get direct lending. I know you want to invest in a property nearby, and you don't have the money actually, so you just go to YS Capital Group. You call 718-831-2168, and they give you a loan without any closing costs. Call them and find out. Mention on Edge for a good deal. There was another shooting in America. One person was killed and another was hurt in a shooting inside Wilmington Hospital in Delaware yesterday. It was a hospital worker who shot 2 other workers. Police say he went after them on purpose. During the shooting, the hospital staff quickly sent emergency room patients to other places to keep everyone safe. The 23-year-old suspect was arrested in Philadelphia. He ran away, he was at large, and police tracked him down using cameras to read license plates, and they towed his car away from the scene and arrested him, obviously. As reported yesterday, the FBI stopped a massive terror plot aimed at people on the White House South Lawn this past Sunday. The target was the big UFC fighting event. It was held to celebrate America's 250th birthday outside the White House and President Trump's 80th birthday. Trump was there himself, obviously. Also in the crowd was Vice President J.D. Vance, Secretary of War Pete Hegseth, and Secretary of State Marco Rubio, and a number of wealthy guests like Mark Zuckerberg was reported to be there, and other lawmakers. They said that Elon Musk and also Benjamin Netanyahu were supposed to be there, but they both did not show. So far, the FBI has arrested 5 people out of about 23 who were involved. The plot fell apart because of one person, the mother of 19-year-old named Tyson Proper. Now, on June 10th, she called the police on her own son. She told them that he had spent $3,000 of his graduation money on a rifle, a shotgun, and piles of ammunition and body armor. He had stopped talking to the family, started posting hateful things online supporting Hitler, and was drawing maps of places near Washington. He told her that he was planning what he called recon, and hit and run missions. She handed his 2 rifles and thousands of bullets over to the police. Proper was taken to a hospital because officers believed he wanted to kill people. Court papers show Proper admitted he helped plan the attack and was one of the team leaders. He had joined an online group called itself the Vanguard of the Old. They met on social media apps back in March and also on Signal. Now, and the more serious members later moved to a private app called Signal, like I said, to plan in secret. The group was against the government, and they were angry about corruption, about how the government handled the Epstein files, and about data centers using up the water in local towns. They believed America had to be torn down and rebuilt, and they said this attack was meant to jumpstart a revolution. Here was the plan. The group would gather in Fredericksburg, Virginia, about 50 miles from Washington, where from there they would fly small drones packed with bombs and set them off all over the crowd. As people ran from explosions towards the exit, snipers would be waiting to shoot them down. Proper told the FBI that he didn't plan to pull a trigger himself, but he knew that the others were planning to kill. The group also went after Republican lawmakers who took money from pro-Israel groups like AIPAC. Proper pulled their photos straight off an anti-Israel website. Secret Service Director Sean Curran said his agents worked closely with the FBI to stop the plot. This comes during a frightening stretch of political violence in America. Because of this story, security has already been raised for the 4th of July, which has officially been named a national special security event, the highest security level the country gives an event. Proper has a court hearing on June 29th. Let's talk about Protobite, shall we? Protobite. Who knows the song, by the way? 347-354-1237. Not many months ago, somebody submitted the song and won the actual song. So this is a song, Protobite. Okay, 347-354-1237. You know, a jingle like Liberty, Liberty, Liberty. Not that they're the sponsor, but Protobite is the sponsor. What does Protobite do? Protobite does something that you shouldn't need Liberty for. I'm joking. In other words, you shouldn't need assurance for that, because they are literally your insurance. They make sure, no, they're not insurance. They're web designers. They are software designers, and special at that. Very good at that. Okay? 347-354-1237. proto-byte.com. Police officers sprayed Antifa extremists, with a chemical during a protest. The group gathered outside the federal courthouse in St. Paul yesterday. They were protesting charges against 15 people who tried to stop ICE agents from doing their job. We reported 2 days ago that one ICE agent was ran over with a car, right? A protester said that the group tried to fill the courtroom, but after it reached capacity, they waited outside and held the building's doors open. Videos from the scene showed an orange chemical on the doors and canisters left on the ground. The U.S. Marshal Service has not yet commented on the incident. The United States emergency oil supply has dropped to its lowest level since 1983. Newly released federal data shows that the strategic petroleum reserve is down to just over 340 million barrels. The drop was expected after the Trump administration announced that it would release oil from the reserve. In March, it started releasing 172 million barrels. For context, the reserve can hold up to 714 million barrels, and the U.S. uses about 21 million barrels a day right now. Even with the low numbers, Tom Closer, the chief oil analyst at Opus, says he is not worried. He explained that the country appears to be in a decent shape. This data was released after the US and Iran made a deal, obviously right now, to end the war. A Russian warship fired warning shots near British civilian yacht in the English Channel yesterday. While Russia claims the yacht ignored warning signals, the retired couple on board the yacht said that they changed course immediately after hearing the warship's horn. Prime Minister Keir Starmer called this incident reckless. World leaders are wrapping up their yearly G7 summit. That's the meeting of the 7 richest democratic countries, including America, and obviously Trump is there right now. On the last day, Trump showed up very late and started walking the wrong way during the group photo. Macron had to wave him back into place. Trump stopped, turned to the room full of presidents and prime ministers, and said, quote, "Hello, I'm the boss, listen to this."
I'm the boss.
Stehst. And laughed, and everyone laughed. Okay. The big topics this year were helping Ukraine and putting new sanctions on Russian oil. Boss makes a late entrance. All right, let's talk. NATO chief Mark Rutte says that the U.S. confirmed it still stands with NATO. That's the military alliance where America, Canada, and many European countries promised to defend each other. Well, that's what they did really, but whatever. Defend each other if one is attacked. This comes after Trump had threatened to pull back in Europe. But in the end, they have agreed together that America will basically lessen their commitment in terms of financial commitment, and everyone else would chip in a little bit more. Until now, America used to commit to much more than everyone else in terms of money. SpaceX agreed to buy an artificial intelligence company called Cursor for $60 billion, just days after going public in the biggest stock market ever. SpaceX shares jumped 16%, passing Amazon into the top 5 most valuable companies in the world. Arrive Express, obviously, is one of the top taxi companies in the upstate region of New York. 845-622-1111. 845-254-1111. Where reliable and express meet each other. And they can take you places, obviously. The Journal of Chinese Medicine published an article way back in 2002 that had a picture of a Yid putting on tefillin. You're probably wondering what the connection between Chinese medicine and tefillin is. Well, it turns out that they researched the topic and found an exact connection between where we put tefillin and the body's energy centers. The Shel Rosh sits right on a spot that works to calm the soul, and bring mental clarity. The knot at the very back of the head, right under the neck there, under the bone, the skeleton bone, sits on an acupuncture point that they call the window to the sky, which, a window to heaven, which connects directly to the brain and the spinal cord. The Shel Yad sits on the heart point, which connects to emotional regulation and spiritual connection. The wrapping of the straps, the ratzias, also presses about on 50 acupuncture points that are associated with releasing blockages, purifying the mind, and relieving tension. Dr. Stephen Shara concluded his research that even the order of putting on tefillin is a complete therapeutic system. So, we see something beautiful. We put on tefillin because it's our duty, our connection to Hashem, because it's a mitzvah from the Torah. But it's amazing to discover that incredible physical benefits come along with mitzvahs anyway, wrapping up the benefits. Now let me explain what the whole nuclear fight is even about. Okay, everything in the world is made of tiny pieces called atoms, tiny little pieces, right? Water, gas, everything's made of different amounts, and when you split certain atoms apart, like the actual piece, the tiny atom apart, it releases a huge burst of energy. If you do that in a slow, controlled way, you get electricity to power a city. Well, it's very powerful, right? And it's very cheap also. If you do it all at once, you get a nuclear bomb strong enough to flatten an entire city in 1 second. The material they use for this is called uranium. But uranium straight out of the ground is too weak to do anything. It first has to be cleaned and concentrated. That process is called enrichment. They enrich the uranium. Here is the key. To make electricity, you only clean the uranium a little bit, to a certain percentage, right? To make a bomb, you have to clean it almost all the way, almost to 90%, even much higher, they say. And that's the whole problem with Iran. The same machines, the centrifuges, to clean uranium for electricity can simply keep going and make bomb-grade material. So when you hear me say Iran is enriching uranium, that's what the fight is all about. How clean they're making it and how close that brings them to a bomb-grade material. So the deal is meant to force Iran to stop that enrichment, that cleaning process, before they ever reach bomb level. Now let me play the ad I wanted to play to you.
Peace. Very simple. Peace.
Still, ruhig. Deze immer geist die finally de grachen the peak of peace. Fuhr heraus von der neue, fuhr herauf mit Toro Land in the Austrian Alps. Se zahlt sich zu treten zu a feine vacation. A gitte summer holiday. Kreisberg in the Austrian Alps. The Alps, de hohe Gebirge in Estra. Von June 23rd bis August 24th in einem relaxed resort. Jetzt haben wir getoast. Toro Land nimmt von alles keer. Dit is gut nicht hier. Nur packen Pack in Toro Land wird doch kommen opnemen zum Airport en haar aufsetzen auf den Flieger en haar vieren gleich auf zu de heilige Alps, wie ihr wird verbringen zusammen mit einem Spuche dem Zimmer. Interessante family attractions en organized trips, feine lavish gourmet achille, etwas außergewöhnlich geht. Ah, schuch ist bei das Antwerp. A swimmingpool, was kijkt daraus Offenheit of the Alps. De beste Preisen, was regele Menschen können afforden. Book schon mit Toro Lam auf 347-676-4140. Pack an deine Päcklich. A Zimmer, was die aus in dein Leben nicht gehabt. The Peak of Peace. Toro Lam. Daily report of the news of the last 24 hours, powered by Yiddish24, provided to you by The Click.